back
I have
the
now
topics that you want to hear.
With my beverage.
Wistful! What are
It
you
is
talking
not
about,
cold,
man?
but it will suffice.
We did the intro. We thought you were here.
Were you not here?
No.
Did you not hear my intro?
I
This man
actually
was
went to go grab a beverage. This is gonna look fantastic in the footage. This is
Three
intro.
times the charm.
No, we're using
Top
that.
of the
We're
morning,
using that.
laddies. No. Sorry, I'm really getting into these intros.
I don't know why, but like the moment someone said the word intro, immediately
Intro.
the film theory intro just blasted in my head. I don't know about anybody else, but it did for me.
Do it.
Film
Do it.
theory,
You won't.
not game theory.
Do the.
Yeah.
What is film theory? Actually, I don't know.
Wait,
the intro to that one.
hold on. But you guys know what game theory is, though?
Yeah, of course.
I think so. Like,
Welcome
what is
to
up, my guys?
Game
It's Game
Theory.
Theorist here. I don't actually remember his name.
Yeah, Pat.
Maybe I'm not the best
you
person to
are
ask about
you
this.
are out of touch,
Right.
my guy. You are
Matt,
out of touch.
I
Yeah.
know
Touch
it. It's
out
just
of
my
pocket.
brain never gets there, man.
He
You
has
know this
like
about me.
5 channels.
So does my brain. Why it never gets anywhere. Dude, once I heard the name, then it's like, oh yeah, I know this guy.
Anyway,
It just takes me a bit, man. I get there eventually. It takes multiple trips.
it does.
It really does.
Ooh, dude, not lad.
Uh-huh.
I played a new custom map for BO3
Oh.
that was like it was called Murder Mystery, and it was basically just Clue zombies, and you had to like find out. The Easter egg was basically finding out who like killed who and whatever.
Actually
It
sounds
was
really
pretty
sick.
cool.
That does
It was
So I
really
gotta go
cool.
back.
fun.
Wait, you have mod maps now?
Yeah. What?
Oh. How have I not known this?
Because
have
he
we
just
not
got
done
into
mod maps?
PC.
Oh.
Wait.
Why are we not doing
Oh,
mod
that's
maps, my
why.
man?
Because he just now got on PC. Oh my goodness, Carpal, we gotta fix you. We
What is
gotta fix
happening
you
here?
up.
I feel like
What?
my whole world just got blown up.
We gotta fix
my
me.
man.
Yeah, we
Why
gotta
have
get
we
you
not
the
been
right
playing Black Ops
mods. We
3?
gotta. I mean, if you
Oh,
want to get
yeah.
the MXT menu, then that's an option as well. It's
Oh well,
not
I know
We're
how
gonna
to do
get
all
everything,
that.
man. You guys are gonna come in with me to Unlimited Yoshi's map. That map is an absolute nightmare, but I want to go in with friends, man.
So,
Nothing says
in my
pain and suffering
opinion,
like
like
dealing with your
adjacent to the fun times we'd have on a custom map, I think it's
Mm-hmm.
also a fantastic opportunity because it's Black Ops 3 Zombies, so that each of us gets an
Really?
opportunity to try to improve the game. You know what I'm saying?
Dude, I've been watching just you alone, Wistful, to join me, and we haven't made it work. Like, I've invited you so many times for, like, custom zombies back in the day. It's just never worked out. You always had a full schedule, you know?
So,
But now all 3 of us have it, so even more reason,
there's been
you know?
a change of wind.
Ooh.
Aka, or
Wind
I don't
Waker.
know.
The winds be shifting.
Bro
Winds
used
be
the Wind Waker.
I just hope I'm not
but,
downwind.
I mean, I'm actually kind of glad that I've been like taking a look at BO3 on PC more recently because I found out the hard way that there is once again another T7 patch variant. Shocker, I know.
Is there actually?
Wow.
Yep.
I only
It's
got
called
the
2.03. T7 patch 2.03.
So it's even better. The patch is even bigger. Good to know, though. I actually didn't know about that. That's actually going to be crucial.
Wait, where are we going?
Yeah, we're going. This is
Okay,
good.
just
This
making
is
sure.
content that people want to hear. Well, you know, you didn't officially do your intro, Carpal. So
I'm not doing my intro. My intro was making fun of your intro.
I don't know if that counts as an intro, but I don't know if I like it as an intro.
Hi
either,
guys, welcome everybody to the Wundercast, episode 8. And it feels so good saying 8. We've not been doing a recording for a bit now. Been letting those
Been a while.
Been letting
Entirely
those
my
episodes
fault.
saturate for a bit. I only recently just got episode 7 out on my channel. I know, not Led, you've obviously had it
I
on
beat him
the
to it this
the
time.
official
Usually,
channel
Crystal's always
and your
ahead of me.
channel for a bit now. So,
Granted, I
yeah.
had to do a lot of work on that last episode because I had forgotten to record my visuals and everything.
yeah,
So
yeah. I mean,
Pain.
I'll keep it a stack with you. You probably had more issues than I did because as soon as
struggle.
because guys, you have to understand the last episode that we did, I live streamed it. I'm pretty sure So did not, lad.
I did.
So
I
we
did,
had to
yes.
rely on that kind of footage. Normally, I would just record and stream like on the same at the same time, but I forgot to record. So and then by the time that the live stream was over, I like realized at that very moment I never recorded this. That's fine. I don't care about audio. I'll just highlight it. So I highlighted it. I don't think you
Oh.
did, not lad. You were too slow to highlight it, and the VOD was gone to time, and then you had to go through absolute and utter pain to get your
Yeah. The other thing I forgot to tell you about too, my audio was complete garbage from my recording, which is another
Oh
reason
no.
why I didn't want you to use my footage for that because
Oh
I had
no.
to compress our audio so much for you guys just to sound like you were there. And
Oh my
oh my
god.
gosh. And
Wow.
nobody said anything in my stream. They were like, "Oh, all's good." It was not good. It was terrible. The audio was so bad. I didn't even realize it. I felt terrible, man. But I was able
Dang.
to get the I got all your guys' voices up and everything. It sounded balanced, but
I
I sounded so echoey in my room.
So I do consider myself lucky in the fact that I didn't have to do like necessary audio testing. I probably sound quieter at the beginning of this podcast than I do right now because I've just moved my microphone closer. I really got to start getting in the habit of moving.
Yeah, I gotta
But
do that too.
yeah. Uh
I gotta
I should
swallow
take
that
this advice
microphone.
internally, even though I'm saying it, but like anytime that we do a podcast where we live stream, we should just do audio testing at the beginning of the live stream first. Just
Yeah.
to be
Well,
on the safe side.
I actually always wanted to get just a separate channel set up for when I get together with you guys so that it's already adjusted and everything. Everything will be set up
Yeah.
perfectly just so it's ready to go. But I did not do that, so
Oh.
problems. Also, you did remind me, I gotta lower your voice just a little bit, but keep talking. Pretend I'm not doing a thing here.
I think I actually bumped up Carpal's audio up
Yeah,
100%.
his is
You
a little
sound
actually
you
Yeah.
maybe I
sound
can just
great
get it.
now. You were sounding very, very like good quality,
Wow.
but
Okay.
like kind of quiet earlier.
I think puberty hit for him finally, so it's
Yeah.
like
Oh
it's
yeah,
Round
for
two.
sure, for sure.
Round two. Yeah.
Round two.
it's even brutal the second time around now.
Oh my god.
It came back
Oh
even
man.
stronger.
Yes, exactly. It's the best way of doing it. But yeah, anyways, man, do we have some interesting topics? One thing that I think is worth sharing is that when our episodes came out, the trailer for Liberty Falls had just come out, and the trailer, honestly sick. Honestly love that. I downloaded the video just so I could store it to have it for later, just because I love that video so much. It looks so cool.
Yeah.
But then came next, the next,
Oh my god.
the
Oh
Call of Duty
no.
next, and I watched some of the biggest zombie players playing it, mostly
And
Mr. Garlic
also some of
JD.
the who is that
Oh,
zombies
Who is that?
players.
And then Duke
yes,
Dennis for some reason was playing zombies. I don't know.
Dennis. That's a sick name.
Yeah, I don't know about that one, Chief.
I actually like Duke Dennis. That's kind of a sick name. I like that.
Yeah, no, it was a
Oh, the
super
Tim the Tap
botched,
Man. Oh
a
man.
super botched presentation of Liberty Falls.
Oh, was it? I never
Yeah.
saw his playthrough of it, but
Oh no,
oh,
basically not that. Basically, what happened was they cut like Dalek off and all the zombies YouTubers off, but
uh-huh.
they let Duke Dennis keep going for some reason just because he's like a bigger name.
Is he?
It
I've
was
never heard
rough.
of him, honestly.
He's
That's
he's
surprising.
not a COD player. I don't think he's just
Oh, so
some
he specializes in
internet
other things.
personality, and they were giving him
Hmm.
special treatment.
Still never heard of him. Okay. Cause yeah, I did know they
I've
cut
also never heard of him.
John off of it later on, but I thought he just ran out of time,
Well,
and he
no,
already did
the
most of
zombies
everything anyway.
guys did get extra time to play. Like John at one point literally got the green light. Like, okay, everybody go to Warzone, and then he just sneaks up to John. He's just like, you can continue or whatever. Like they definitely gave him the green light to keep playing zombies
I
because
did
that's
see
what you
that.
came here for.
That is what,
Like,
I'm
yeah.
glad of
I
that
don't
too.
think anybody, I don't think anybody in their right mind that is like an OG zombies fan that would go to an event like that just to play zombies to be like, oh yeah, let's play some Warzone 2. Let's give it a try. I play that every now and then. Like, nah. This is
Yeah.
zombies.
Yeah, no, I got you. Yeah, no,
Yeah.
I'm glad they did that because yeah, they should get more time to kind of go through it. Although there, I gotta be honest, there wasn't a lot for them to do in the map. Once
In the
they got
map,
Um,
up
yeah.
there, it kind of ran out of
And
stuff.
that's one of the biggest problems I think that was a part of the event is they turned off all of the Easter eggs and all of like the map
That's
features. It
fair
was
though. I mean, they want to do
they
all
did
the
not
Easter
turn
egg
off
hunting
all the
later,
map
but
features. The
I
vault
there was the safe,
exists.
the
the
vault.
vault
Yeah,
yeah,
Yep,
yeah,
okay.
the safe is
that
a
was available.
thing. Yep,
But
that
man,
is absolutely.
and here's what I want. I wanted to rant just a little bit because
Go
my
for it.
initial opinion. So we got Terminus right, and I was a little skeptical about it. But honestly, the more I saw of it, the more I'm like, this looks really sick. I think this is gonna be fun. There's some cool enemies that are coming up. The Wonder Weapon, I wasn't sold on at first, but I saw its secondary fire and stuff, and it's like, you know what? Not bad, I could get into this. Then the creatures that come out of the zombies and the different vermin and stuff. I was like, now that's dope. The creature, it's like there's so many interesting things. It's like, uh, although it is kind of, it's kind of keeping the same vibes as some stuff I want them to get a little bit off from. It still was a really cool map to see. Liberty Falls came around though, and man, did I hate that one. The one gripe that I tell you guys all the time, I absolutely despise the multiplayer feel and how Zombies is going there so much. This, out of all the maps that I've seen, has the most multiplayer feel that I've ever seen. And oh man, besides the church, when you go in the church and you can see like it's I believe that's in the eighth ether itself. That's super cool. But besides that, man, it was just nonstop disappointment for that map. Um, I
So
oh man,
I feel like we're quickly approaching that point in this
that's my other
discussion
topic I
where
wanted to get to.
we
I
need to
think
talk
there is more.
about like we need to talk about how Liberty Falls looks in comparison to the zombies mode as a whole and its systems,
Mhm.
multiplayer and wars. I think the discussion
Yes,
needs to be made because a lot of people are giving Liberty Balls heat right now
Liberty Falls.
because
Yes.
because of all the because skybox, because the environment, the HUD layout, how it just looks like I think it was there's so many content creators that have mentioned.
I
But
do have a
it's
hot
kind
take
of the
on
thing
this.
where it's like you're looking at gameplay and you're like, what mode is this? I can't tell what mode this is.
Yeah.
I
You
know,
can't tell if
but
it's
there
Warzone, you can't tell if it's multiplayer, you can't tell if it's zombies until you actually see like an entity in front of you. And then you're like,
part of
"Oh
me
yeah,
does think it's on
it's this."
purpose though. Like,
What
somebody did make a really interesting point on that. Like, they might be trying to pull multiplayer people in because I heard some statistics recently that apparently the zombies community is a little bit lower than it's been in the past. With their new games coming out, they have not been able to attract zombie players into the game as much as they would like. And so they're trying to pull more multiplayer people that like multiplayer into the game. And so some people were thinking, well, maybe that's why they designed the map the way they did, because it feels like a multiplayer map, it looks like a multiplayer map, and maybe that audience would be a little more comfortable jumping into this one for the first time. But I have a suspicion, and I'm thinking that the what we saw in the gameplay footage of this particular map, I am thinking that there is more to it. In the cutscene, in the footage, the gameplay not gameplay, but the trailer we saw initially for Liberty Falls, Richtofen was going into a basement area through an elevator where Samantha's being held, and that makes me think maybe, just maybe, there's a whole underground section. And being that maybe it has too many references to the Easter egg, they couldn't allow the players to actually access it. So we only see the surface of the map, and maybe downstairs is where all the cool stuff is. At least I'm hoping, man. I'm really hoping.
I've heard some leaks about arenas we have yet to know about or explore in Liberty Falls. I don't
Oh,
want to go too into detail about it because I don't know how much of it's true, how much of it's false, but
well, do tell.
that
That does sound
does
interesting.
seem to be a line from what I've heard. I think that for like the general zombies, yeah, the zombies players would like it if they gave it a try and launch, if they experienced the map and just kind of give it a full try. But I don't really mind the look at Liberty Falls at first in like a distance. Like I'm obviously gonna choose Terminus over it just because
Mhm.
of the map aesthetic. It just seems like it's the much more hardcore map than Casuals. But yeah, over the past couple of weeks, I've really just been hammering down on questions, and I've just been watching
Mhm.
so many people's videos about like why is double tap gone, or why on earth
Yeah.
is the point system the way that it is, or why does the HUD look like Warzone? Why is
Yeah, I don't like that
why
either.
are we multiplayering zombies, or why are we Warzoneifying zombies? And like all these nuances of zombies, modern zombies, that doesn't
Yeah.
really give the mode the feel that it used to have, the touch that it
It
used to
doesn't
have.
need it. No, it's like a
Right,
mini map.
yeah.
It doesn't need it. Most players that I've
Genuinely,
Yeah.
heard from
genuinely,
don't
it does not
usually
need a
use
mini
it,
map.
you
It
know?
does
Well,
not. It's never needed it.
I feel
Yeah,
like
what were you
they've
gonna say?
I feel like they've acknowledged that because I know they're adding like some sort of HUD customization where you can
Yeah,
change it to a
yeah.
more classic style,
You'll be able to
which I think
remove
is
it
super
Yeah,
completely,
sick.
which
Yeah.
is like,
I
yay,
like that.
great. I get to have a lot
I'm gonna play
more
with no HUD,
negative
man.
space on my HUD. The more negative space on elements like that, the better. If I can get rid of my
Yeah.
compass, that would also be W. Who the
Yeah,
hell uses a compass?
I've
Like,
never once
Zombies.
used
like
it.
maybe if
Yeah.
you need it for like identifying the direction of where a monkey is in Outbreak, or where a Red Rift is, and you need to know
Outbreak
like,
would be the only
dude,
one, but
just ping it on the map. Like Outbreak was
Outbreak is
made
more
for
like a
ping on
multiplayer
a
map, if
tac map.
anything.
And the fact that if you open the scoreboard on Liberty Falls, you can actually see a full topographic view of the map, and you can ping stuff,
Mhm.
and you can see where like that
Yeah,
just
you can do that,
that
so
just
that's
eliminates discovery and
so
immersion
easy,
on a
yeah.
map. It just deletes it. It's gone.
Exactly, yeah.
Yeah.
It's dumb.
Well,
That
what
should
about
not be
health
there.
bars? Are they getting rid of that in Black Ops 6? Like,
They are
is
not
that
getting
gonna
rid of
be an
that. You can
authenticate
choose to turn them
Yeah.
off if you'd like. I honestly think that health bars are a good idea.
It's got its
I think that
usefulness,
they
but
belong
I don't
in
know.
zombies as a mode. I'd also argue that they belong in Doa, but I don't actually think that they've ever been introduced in Doa. I
Yeah.
think the reason why most people right now don't really enjoy the fact that health bars are a thing, or like they may not care for it and then they'll just leave it on, like I know I will, is
Mhm.
because the benefit of the health bar wasn't just so that you know if your weapon's going to be able to kill an enemy. It's also to know how to milk an enemy as much as possible for points before you
Yeah.
eventually kill it. Can't do that
Yeah,
anymore because the point system has been fundamentally changed. And
exactly, hate that.
that's a whole nother tangent. That's a whole
Yeah.
the point system, bro. I saw a video that I think it was TGR made very recently, and it just frustrates me because the message in the video is telling the viewer exactly why the point system has changed,
Mm.
but like it's not the only reason. Apparently Kevin Drew tweeted a statement as a response to someone who asked why the point system changed. We had one in BO3 that was fantastic, that was evolutionized from how it was originally in World at War. Like, it's pretty much still the same point system. We changed it slightly in BO4, and then now it's just fundamentally completely different in Black Ops Cold War. And that's carried on through the future titles. And so Kevin's response was, well, my brother was in a playtesting session and was just playing a public match of or it might not even have been a playtest situation. All I know is that his brother was doing some kind of a LAN zombies thing, and he got yelled at for not shooting the zombies optimally, for not milking them for a correct amount of points, and just killing zombies to kill zombies.
Yeah.
Probably because the people at the
Useful or
LAN were
something.
like, bro, like, I can see your kills on the leaderboard. It's insane, and it's just yeah. That was his response on Twitter, And I absolutely despise that response because I don't think that that alone is enough of a decision, like enough of an experience to completely change the
Yeah,
culture of the point system economy in zombies.
I
Like
don't think so
the
either.
whole point is to have a skill curve, the skill gap of being able to maximize the points, but also have
Exactly.
an element of the point system that still benefits the player for getting a kill. You will always get more points for killing a zombie than rather just dealing damage to it. That's been a thing since the beginning of zombies, that's been a thing since now in zombies, right? I think the reason the point system has changed is because of the one of the two major things that Cold War Zombies accomplished. And that's the fact that we have no perk slots.
Oh
That's what
yeah.
Cold War is all
Well,
about.
you like that part though. I
That
do
is
like not having the
probably the number
limited
one
perk
reason
slots.
why the point system changed. For
Yeah.
balancing purposes, that's got to be it. I know Pack-a-Punch
Yeah.
changed too, and then the pricing of it was very inconsistent for a couple games.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
don't really know how the math all checks out for that, but the way that the perk system works, you start with a static amount of points that you have to spend for your initial purchase, and then it increments 500
Increases.
essence each time that you buy a perk.
Is it
I
500? I think it's a
Yeah,
little
it's
Yeah,
more than
500.
that, isn't it?
it's
It's
500,
500. Yeah.
and it
500.
maxes out at 7,000, I think.
Does it? Jeez, but that's still a expensive purchase for a
Hmm.
perk, you
Yeah.
know? But
And it looks like the
I don't
point
know. I
system and
don't
the
like
way that the
that.
perks
Yeah.
are going to be distributed in Black Ops 6 is identical to Black Ops Cold War, except now we're going to have Perkaholic, we're going to have On the House, we're going to have Soda
Mhm.
Fountain, Raindrops. It's going to be even easier to get perks, and you're also
Yeah.
probably going to be more tempted to purchase perks earlier because then they're cheaper, because that's the whole idea, right? Is like you want to get a free perk later on into your
Yeah.
perk purchase. Prioritize the ones that you want to get first, and then the ones you don't want to get later on, because they'll be increasingly more expensive.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
Yeah,
I
I
think
get
that's
I
like the
understand
biggest.
having balance in a game. Like I get that's important when like compared to the amount of zombies you kill, how much points you earn should also kind of balance out with what you spend it on and stuff like that. I get that
Right.
that's always a function people want. However, I felt like in Cold War, in the beginning, I feel like you can get some good strides. If you're not a good player and you go down a lot, once you get to a certain point, there is almost no recovering for you because the perks are so expensive. You can't afford them. Earning enough money to get Jug again is going to be incredibly expensive. And I don't know. But I guess you could kind of make that argument with previous games as well. Like once you got up high, becomes harder just because of the difficulty and the strength of the zombies, the power of your weapons goes down and everything. Um, and I was kind of thinking in Black Ops 2 in particular, just that's something I noticed a little bit about it too. Like once you get to a certain point, there's no recovering for you if you're just not really good at what you're doing. Um, but I feel like if you can implement the right amount of balance in there, but also make it so it still benefits the player, even getting up a little bit higher in rounds, I like that too. I don't know. Another strange thought I was thinking about as well is pack a punch. Like you can only pack it 3 times, yet the zombies keep getting higher in strength. I was kind of thinking like should there be a limit of only 3 pack a punches you can do? It kind of makes me wonder. We've always kind of had that and
Well,
maybe it
we've
shouldn't
had an
change.
infinite amount of times that you can pack a punch in Black Ops 2 and Black Ops 3, but it didn't
Yeah,
really affect your lethality until Black Ops 3's.
and
Yeah.
in Exo Zombies you can pack
Yeah, that's what I was
21
thinking
times.
advanced
Oh,
warfare.
yeah,
Is it
that's
21?
right.
But
So
even
there is
then,
technically a
the
limit.
increases are not like normal Pack-a-Punch increases. It's like barely a damage increase every Pack-a-Punch, so it's completely not comparable.
Sure. I do admit that was actually an interesting system. I did kind of enjoy that. I think the damage doesn't go up fast enough with that one in particular,
Yeah,
but still, I did kind of like that you could do multiples, and then towards the end, what is it? You got like the diamond camo on your weapon for the final pack a punch,
yeah, and then
in
you could
Exos. So
yeah, you
I
could get
like
it even
that. That
further from
that's
doing
cool.
Easter egg steps, which is also really nice.
I still think, and this is something that I actually think would be really cool, but if you pack a punch your weapon all the way up, like it has an ultimate form where it has like some visually stunning stuff on the outside that it does. And that's something I thought was cool with Skirt Ritual because when you pack a punch your weapon, it would add new stuff on the outside just for
Yeah.
looks mostly, but
Yeah.
it was cool.
Using
Like I like
the
that.
supercharger, adding like vacuum tubes and lights to the weapon. I know
It's
Yeah.
exactly.
honestly a really cool concept. I like that. But I like the idea of like you could do normal pack a punches at first, but then once you get to your final pack a punch, it'll add like these maybe these like floating objects that spin around the weapon or something, or just something cool, just visually cool,
You
and maybe
know,
give it like a new fire of some sort that it
And
shoots
I
out the
I think
weapon.
I think if that was a part of Black Ops 6, I think it would as we were saying earlier, like that zombies feel that has been with the game since like Black Ops 1 that Liberty
Hmm.
Falls just doesn't have. Um
Yeah.
I think Milo said it was like aura or something. I don't know if that's a
yeah,
good
Yeah,
way to
Aura.
describe
yeah,
it,
That's
100%.
kind of
Yeah.
people are
but
referring
that
it
that
to,
would
yeah.
add so much aura to Black Ops 6 zombies, and
I
it's
think
yeah,
so
it
too.
sucks.
Yeah, his audience actually made a lot of awesome points. It's like one of his comments was that the games have been getting more military and less mystical, which I
Mm,
absolutely agree with that. I
Yeah.
feel like the mysticism of things is what's been lacking in a lot of it because we've been getting on so many complexes, missions, like you're a soldier that's running in to
Yeah.
complete a mission and stuff, and
yeah,
the
and like
mysticism is
They're
missing.
like
it's
campaignifying the zombie
yeah,
storyline.
yeah,
And that's
exactly, and
not what zombies is.
mm-mm.
No, it's the
It's
wrong
Like
not.
thing. I
Yeah.
mean,
they're
elements of it's good.
zombies. They're not realistic. We wanna get
No.
weird. That's what it's about.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah, I couldn't agree more with that comment. And that
The
honestly
only
is
the
the
only parts of
problem
the
with
Dark
this.
Ether storyline these days that like you can actually find a focal point to that weirdness is any
Mhm.
character with a significant connection to the Dark Ether.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like
And I'm gonna
Sam,
be that
totally.
guy. Yeah, there's literally only two people right now
Only
in the
two.
story.
Yeah.
Sam and Janet, or Jansen. Yeah, Jansen.
Jensen,
The
yeah.
only two characters. Richtofen doesn't
Yeah.
even count yet because he doesn't have a connection to the Dark Ether. He's just
He's just
managing
rectal.
Also,
Project Janus.
I think we need more mystery too, revolving
Yes,
like around the
yes.
like the dark ether
We
itself. Just
need
being that
we
we're
need
sciencing the heck
exposure
out of it.
and we
We're
need questions. The
yes,
entire
more
zombies
questions and stuff.
community, we're asking the wrong questions we should be asking about the game, right?
Yeah.
Like
It's
you
the
should
mystery of things that makes
where
it so
gone are
good.
the times where people you used to have lobbies in like the early games, like the earlier titles of Call of Duty where you'd have these nerdy lore fanatics and they just go talk on and on and on and on and on about the lore and trying to figure it out and having fun with it. And
Oh, I
then you would
love
have
that.
the other kids that are like, all I'm here to do is shoot zombies, get high rounds, and
Yeah,
just game, right?
yeah,
It's
Like
fine, but
that
yeah,
dynamic of zombie player, bro, that was such dude, that was
dude,
a time.
that was
it's a
you
hype
for a
time, you know?
while. You used to talk all about the lore of like Black Ops 4
Yeah,
and
I
stuff.
used to be so nerdy about the lore of the Ether
And that's
story.
the way it should be, you know?
Like
That was what's
the
cool about it.
all the game theory potential is just completely out the window. Everything is so, I guess, dumbed down and like shoved in your face, if that makes
Yeah,
sense.
Yeah,
exactly.
yeah.
Well,
Yeah,
no.
it's
No, 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 no. Okay. I will disagree with shoved in your face.
do
So,
tell.
Okay, okay.
this is a point that Milo actually brought up in one of his more recent videos. Like
Oh.
I'll just draw to this example. Like the whole storyline about how Weaver was involved with accidentally burning down Richtofen's house in the Dark Ether story.
Oh,
You wouldn't know that if you didn't meticulously look for the
That's
lore
true.
in Outbreak or a specific
yeah.
radio in Outbreak. Like making the players have to hunt like that for lore like that. Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
I get what
we
you're
need
saying
more
with, like, the
show, not tell, in
yeah,
the
not
story. I
intel.
feel like we need more of
It
that.
it's not a collectible thing that you pick up. You wanna get, like, lore in the environment, like, see something visually stunning that makes you wonder, like,
Mhm.
what the heck is that? It's
Yeah.
like,
Yeah,
that kind
environment
of
I
stuff.
think
It's
I
storytelling.
think the last thing that we actually got that was like really really cool environmental story. Well, it's not. I don't know if I'd call it. Maybe it is environmental storytelling. That really gives us a sense of mystery. Like probably one of the most compelling points in the Dark Aether zombie story right now is whatever entity dragged Jansen into the mirror in the final cutscene of MWZ. Like that's the only thing that I actually think is like,
I'm really
oh,
curious. The
okay. We're
speculations
getting
have been
back to
going about that.
the good stuff here. We're getting back to
Some people
classic
are talking
zombies.
it's like the Shadow Man, so it's like it's bringing that kind of that
We don't
question,
know,
that
but
mystery back.
it's an idea.
It's yeah.
He is in
I
the
feel
Dark
like the
Ether.
trailer was so good. It honestly was so cool just to see like the weapons, the zombies all of a sudden just filling in. Samantha with her purple energy that she was using to throw Richtofen around. I had many
Oh yeah.
questions. It got me curious. I'd like that cinematic. And I feel like the cinematic was so promising when we saw it, but then the gameplay just didn't
What
match
a
up.
what a weird decision
Ugh,
to allocate the cinematics, like the resources to the map like less people are gonna play. That's super interesting.
that is. I I was just thinking about this recently, but the when after playing through Cold War all over again, doing all the Easter eggs and stuff and getting all the footage I need for tutorials and all that, I was just kind of bummed out a little bit on like the end scenes. Like the end scenes are like your exfil, like especially Die Machine.
They are
When you
fixing
complete
that in
Mhm.
that
Black Ops
one,
6.
so
Thank
good. Just a
goodness.
cutscene
Thank
Thank
to
good,
be
bro.
like that
Bro,
trailer,
dude,
you know?
I literally remember like every single time after Firebase Z that there was an
Mhm.
Easter egg guide or an Easter egg thing, and I was looking at Lex's reaction every fucking time. He was like, "Bro, it's another exfil. We're just exfilling with extra steps, bro. That's
We're
how we're
just
Oh
doing."
leaving.
yeah, I don't like that, man.
Like
It's just there's
nobody likes
something
that. It
there's
it
something
it
awesome about an end
Warzoneifies or
cutscene.
campaignifies zombies. No one wants that. Like
Oh, you
we
wanna
don't
feel
care
rewarded for completing
necessarily just about the fact that it's a game ender. We're okay with some maps having that. Most of them we
Mhm.
probably don't want them having a game ending thing. Look at Shadows of Evil for example. Not only does it not have a game ending Easter egg, it elevates the map. You get a golden silver protector, although you do lose beast mode, which kind of sucks, but that's beside the
Yeah.
point. It elevates the map. It makes it more it makes it more evolved, more compelling rather than just, "Oh, you've beaten the Easter egg now. What is there left to do?" Right?
Yeah, you're
It's
not really
like
rewarded very
it's
much
yeah,
besides the
exactly.
crystals and stuff that you'd earn, and I didn't like that. But most of all, it's just the end scenes were not like the end scenes I've come to know. Like when you complete an Easter egg, you get this big end cutscene of some sort, which brings some awesome lore, maybe more questions, more mystery into the frame, and that is
Right.
so cool. Like if we get a cinematic end scene like we did for the trailer that we saw, that's what I
We're
want.
probably going to
Wanna
because
Oh, I hope
literally
so, man.
every
Yeah.
cutscene for all the story missions in MWZ were that quality of cutscene. I would not be surprised if the cutscenes we get in this game are like they're real good.
Top
I
tier.
hope
I
Yeah.
don't
so.
think they're gonna be like game rendered. I think they're gonna be separate cutscenes, but
Okay, I'm
You know,
I'm
yeah.
okay
so
with that.
in
I'm
in
okay with
Cold
that.
War, all you would get for a D machine Firebase completion was XP. And my big
Mhm.
problem with that was like how the upgrade system worked with the crystals. Even though you like ended the game early, you still don't get
It's
those
just that fun.
high round crystals. So you're basically forced to do high rounds just to get the upgrades. It's
Right,
super
right.
annoying.
Yeah.
And I wish there was more that you could unlock with something. Like crystals could be used to get all your weapons, your perks, and all that stuff unlocked. But once I've already gotten all that stuff, once I've unlocked all of it, then you just don't earn anything from completing maps. And it's
Right,
like,
because there's
what if
nothing
you
Nothing
else to
extra.
could
upgrade. Yeah.
Yeah, but what if you could use it to unlock calling cards or something like that? Or like here in Cold War,
Um,
they gave you a bunch of extra
they
calling cards
already
you
have a
could unlock with
solution for that in
prestige
Cold War. It's
keys.
called prestige keys.
Yeah, yeah, but it's like
I don't
you prestige keys are a
They
little harder to
they thought of
secure,
that before you on that one.
No, I did have that in mind. Like it takes a while for you to get prestige keys, especially when you're up in higher levels and everything. But um, it just for completing a match though, not just like ranking up. I mean, for something for completing either the Easter egg or just completing high rounds in the map, that you still get rewarded with something. I like that, you know. So to get like crystals that if you
I
get
think
like a
yeah, I
with
think progression is like a
rewards,
really
something,
solid
you know.
point of discussion. I have so many things that I'd like to talk about with progression, like adjacent to like your character levels, weapon levels and attachments and how that they're going to make an impact on the gameplay for zombies, how the augment system is going to work and progression through that. Um
Yeah.
I was also thinking oh, is that the tip of my tongue? Shoot.
Progressive
Oh
car
my god,
insurance.
yes. It goes back to like the
Really? Yeah.
weapon loadouts and like
Oh,
attachments. So can we agree that zombies is getting more and more like what's even the point of hitting the mystery box anymore?
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
I noticed that too.
Yeah.
That's
I can't put my
yeah,
finger
it's
on what
rough.
that is exactly.
Especially in
Uh,
Cold War when trials are just infinitely better to go for than the
Yeah.
box for Wonder
They are
Weapon. It's
infinitely
yeah.
better to go for.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that could be it. And also, you can have a pretty good loadout when you come into the game as well. Like now, after
Mhm.
completing the Easter eggs, you have an epic tier weapon that
Yeah.
you can then come in, and you get pretty much all weapons to choose from that are in the box right from your loadout that you could choose from. So I don't really need to hit the box unless I need an extra weapon, or if I don't get the wonder weapon first of all, that is. But
Right. Yeah.
yeah, no, I
I
agree with that actually.
I'm really so I don't know if I should really hold true to this thought or not. I'm just gonna speak it anyway. Should I not want there to be any like Easter egg quests on the maps that give you a wonder weapon in BO6?
Like
What do you mean
main
by that?
Easter egg quests.
You mean like from the box?
Yeah, like exclusively from the box.
Well, there
Oh,
are
okay.
a lot of very good zombies maps that have Easter eggs with box requirements.
Like the
I do like
paralyzer
that. Yeah.
unburied or
Yeah.
wave gun on moon. Yeah. I mean, we're
Yeah.
gonna have gobblegums to facilitate like getting good guns from the box. Respin cycle is getting a buff. Wonder bar exists.
Mhm.
I mean, that's another question. Oh my god, are we gonna get gobblegums? Like as we get gobblegums through like progressing rounds, are they gonna like save and we can customize them mid game and like equip them? Like, oh,
That's actually a good
you
question.
can do the flower pot Easter egg on Der Eisendrock for a free gobble gum, but if you do it a certain way, you're guaranteed a wonder bar gum, and you just get a wonder weapon. Like that's the wonder weapon Easter egg, and it's almost like an
Interesting.
acquisition too. It's like, hey, you can use it this game, or you can use it in a future game.
Yeah, because saving is gonna be a thing. So yeah, I don't really know. Can I
Yeah,
just say though, the UI is another thing that's really disappointing me too.
the
For the
UI.
first time, I got to see how it's laid out, how the gobble gums are stored and everything. And I really just wish it had a little more flair to it. Like I feel like the UI of a lot of our zombie games has been really unique and interesting. Like Black Ops 3 has its own feel. It's kind of got a little bit of like a steampunk kind of feel with its gauges, the way it shows your bullets and
Yeah,
those
I know
kind
what you
of
Oh
mean.
yeah,
Yeah.
gauges and stuff. But this one just boring and basic.
it
And
just
that was a
the gobble
complaint in
gums are kill
Milo's stream
streaks.
too.
The
Yeah,
gobble gums are
I
kill
don't like
streaks.
how it's
Oh
laid out. It
god.
looks terrible. And it's like it also takes away a little bit from that mysticism kind of feel as well. Like even the UI on the screen adds just a little bit of it. In the original like Black Ops 2 or Black Ops 1, they had these kind of like themed gauges with maybe blood splatters on it
Yeah,
to show something bad happened,
I
you know. And it's like it
I
adds
I
the unique.
think that I think that's a really good point. Yeah, with how the HUD layout is very much zombies because it has
Yeah.
that look to it. Um, I wanted to point a direction at Gobblegums again briefly here.
Oh yeah,
So
yeah, sorry.
in in Black Ops 6, we've seen gameplay of people using gums, right? And
Yeah.
everybody has the same gum pack in the Liberty Falls footage that we've all seen.
Yeah,
I
nothing
saw
else is
somebody
available.
use a temporal gift, and you could see a small
Oh,
rectangle notification at the top right of their screen saying you activated the gobblegum, and
okay.
there's no timer. I don't see a
What?
timer. So I don't know
Really?
how the gum works.
There's gotta be though. They wouldn't just allow that to keep going. I
Because
can't imagine.
temporal gift has instead of it just being a way for you to increase the how long a drop lasts, it allows the
Uh-huh.
drop to last longer before it despawns. Like that was a thing. Was that in BO3? Was that a temporal gift worked in BO3 or no?
It timed out
I
after a
think I don't
while.
think it's been changed at all
That's
Because
weird.
I
I
strictly
don't know.
remember it being a thing in IW. I know it was a thing in BO4, and then we
in
haven't
BO4. Yeah,
had temporal like at all in any of the games since.
Not since
I
then,
just
no.
never used temporal gift in BO3 because I mean, let's be honest,
I
there's not
just to be
really a reason
honest, I'm
to.
with you.
not a lot, no. But it was time. Didn't it go by like 4 rounds or something? Then it would be gone. Wasn't it something
It
like
was
No,
that?
one
no, no.
full rounds.
Yeah,
One full,
Yeah,
just one
one
full
full
round?
rounds. Yeah.
Really? Oh, that almost doesn't sound right to me. I thought it was
Well,
like
it
at
would
least
last
it
two
three.
feels
rounds. Like
weird.
Oh,
you eat
yeah,
it on a
okay.
round, you end that round, and then it lasts the next round, and then it's gone. Like one
Oh,
full
okay.
round.
Yeah, yeah, okay,
Yeah.
I gotcha.
It feels wrong because I'm so used to temporal being time based because
Yeah.
a lot of
Because
elixirs are time based.
BO4 and then
Yeah.
yeah, actually temporal increase in Infinite Warfare zombies is just better. It's
Hmm.
literally just better
It
than
is objectively
temporal gift in
better.
BO3 because you get a whole extra round. It's
Yeah,
literally better.
yeah.
Plus you can bug it out. Like you can bug
Yeah,
out the
load
undead
into the
man
match
walking
and have
thing
it
in
per minute.
BO3 and then that got patched.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
Except for they never patch anything in IDub.
Wasn't it temporal?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was temporal gift. If you had a person join your lobby and then quickly back out after activating temporal gift, uh when they joined back in, you would have this even longer lasting drops in the map and everything.
I
Wasn't
don't
that
know if that was a thing in BO3. I know it worked
not
for Undead
BO3,
Man
Infinite
Walking,
Warfare?
but oh, for
No,
IW, yeah, if you
yeah,
pop it
IW
and
had
then
that.
you disconnect from the match and then you rejoin, it is infinite. Yeah.
I love
Infinite.
that. I wonder if they're just trying to
It's a
do that
feature,
as
guys.
is
It's a
in
feature.
Black Ops 6, but that
It's a
doesn't sound like a good
feature.
move. I don't
No.
know.
No.
No.
I
It's definitely not intended.
Yeah,
oh,
I know. It's,
there'll probably still be
dude,
some
do
patching to
you
do
remember
after
when
they.
people thought the Ascension Easter egg was a glitch? That was wow.
Wow.
I remember Yodi Slayer's video.
Yotes, oh my god.
I don't know if I remember that as much actually. I didn't get into Black Ops 1 as much originally, but I wish I would
Yeah,
have.
I entered the
It's a little
zombie
before my time.
scene probably after Yod Slayer.
Oh yeah, same. I went back and watched a lot of his content since I heard about like how much of a legend he was.
It'll be cool to
Uh,
see, I guess.
it is really cool to see like people reacting to things I now know is like classic, as if it's oh my Jesus Christ,
Yeah, I've been seeing that. A lot
as if
of
it's some
social
like
media
brand new
posts.
thing.
Yeah.
It's super cool.
I actually
Um,
just found out about the mannequins in Nuketown. If you knife all their heads off, apparently an Easter egg song plays. I didn't know this.
on in Nuketown
Wait.
2025. No,
Oh,
Yeah,
wait.
like
What's the
Nuketown.
song?
I think it might be multiplayer, but
yeah,
it's
that is
a
multiplayer.
was it a Credence revival song?
Okay.
I'm not
Can
sure
I can
actually.
I
I can't
ask y'all
remember.
for something? This is gonna take like 5 minutes, but can we
Uh-huh.
so I know I asked Carful this, but can you guys
Sure.
help me identify every single zombie song in the Call of Duty franchise?
Every
What?
single one.
Or like
Ooh.
all of them in the Treyarch series, yes.
Okay, okay, here we go. Damned, Damned 2, Damned
Mhm.
3,
Beauty of Annihilation.
Damned 4.
Okay, hold
Yeah.
up, hold up, hold up.
Uh,
Okay, so the menu themes don't count. So like GK
oh,
That
Nova
is like
6, Damned, Damned AE, Damned 3, Damned 4, Damned 5, like uh Echoes of the Damned, like yeah, none of that counts. Easter egg songs. So, like,
Cold War. I
what
don't
was the
have all those ones
first
down
Easter
by
egg
name.
song? Wasn't that WTF
Um,
from Noct?
Yes. And then the first
Oh, I don't
like
know.
the first fully vocalized song was
Was
the
Lullaby for a
rocky
Dead
one,
Man.
Lullaby for Dead Man.
That
Yeah,
one I do know. Yeah.
So we have Lullaby for a Dead Man that was on Verruct. The
the
One from
one
Machine
Beauty of
Numa.
Annihilation,
Beauty of
115.
Annihilation on Derice, and then there was Won't Back Down from
Go back
Eminem.
down, Eminem.
Was that
I still
really in there?
I still can't believe
That's
that
on
happened.
5. Yup.
Are
Have
you
you have you
serious?
have you
Yeah.
I've
read the
never gotten
lyrics?
that.
Have you read the lyrics for that song?
I've not read the lyrics. I've listened to it
Oh
though.
my god,
I
I
have
want to
to.
see your reaction. It is some of the most foul. Oh god.
Yeah. Zombies really has changed over the years, hasn't it?
It has. Yeah, it really has. Yeah, 115 on Kino, and then Abracadabra on Ascension.
Cadaver.
Not Ready to Die on Call of the Dead, Pareidolia on Shang, and then Moon has like what is it, 5 songs?
Yeah, it has
Coming
three.
Home, Nightmare, and then the 8-bit versions of the Damn
Oh,
theme,
fucking
Coming Home
nightmare.
and Pareidolia.
Oh
So
yeah,
it's
yeah,
got
Mhm.
yeah,
5
yeah.
songs. And then Black Ops 2 Transit, there's Carry On.
Carry on.
I don't know if
There's a secret carry on as well by Avenged Sevenfold, I believe.
yeah, I
Mhm.
don't
Yep,
know if
they
that
did one too.
actually I think that one got
You
cut.
you can't access it anymore, but
Oh
Yeah,
really?
used to be a thing.
I'm surprised they
Um
had a lot of copyright
Nuketown
on
has
original
Samantha's
songs.
Lullaby.
Oh, Nuketown has
Yeah,
Samantha's
Samantha's
Lullaby. Wait,
Lullaby.
that's the
Yeah.
mannequin head thing?
No, that's teddy bears. There's 3 teddy bears on Nuketown zombies.
Oh, it's Samantha's Lullaby? Oh shit.
Yeah,
Hey.
Okay. Die
it
Rises
is.
We All Fall Down.
Yeah,
Mhm.
Mob of the Dead
has
is
2.
Where Are We
Alone
Going
by
and
Kevin
Rusty
Furwood.
Cage.
Rusty Cage.
Always Running on Buried,
I love Always Running. I listen to that all the time.
and then The
Boat
Gift
Deck.
on Revelations.
Like in the nicest
Whoa,
way
whoa, whoa, whoa,
possible.
whoa, whoa! Hold up! I just skipped an entire fucking game. Hold up,
Coming home.
Origins, Shepherd of
Lady
Fire,
Cube
Archangel, and
Streets.
Ether. Okay, there we go. That's better.
Echoes of the Damned.
Yeah,
Dead
in
Flowers.
in like the most respectful way possible. Maluka to me is like the dollar store Evanescence in a good way. Like she sounds a lot like
Mhm.
Evanescence, and I think hearing that in the map is super fun.
Yeah. No, I agree. Absolutely.
And then for Black Ops 3, Shadows has Snakeskin Boots, Cold Hard Cash.
Mhm. Yeah. Oh, love those
The
ones.
Giant
Yep. Really
has
good.
Beauty of Annihilation remixed.
Mhm.
Then DE has Dead Again. Um, Zetspo has Dead
Dead Flower.
Flowers, and then what is the name of that variant of Samantha's Lullaby?
I completely forgot that was the
Mm,
thing.
Samantha's Lullaby, huh?
You know the buckets that you put a
Yeah,
specific
the
amount
buckets.
of water in the pods next to purple water.
Mhm.
Let's
Yeah.
just say Sam's Lullaby, but Setsubo.
Sure. Okay. We got well.
Okay.
That's not
I want to find the
Dead
name of the
Flowers, is
song
it?
though. No,
Um,
no.
Flowers?
That's the
No.
other song that's on Zetsubo. Is
Okay.
that
no Shima.
was Lullaby? So what is
Forgot
this
Crovey had
called?
Dead Ended. That was another one.
Dead Ended, Ace of Spades.
Oh, it's
on
called
Gro-
Samantha's Lullaby Magic Mix. That's what it's called.
Oh, so it's just
Oh, okay. I see you. They kind of pulled the
Sam's
the
mixtape.
giant, yeah.
Oh, you guys
Um,
forgot about the Round Start 2 Jingle Hells a song from Cold War for Die Machine.
what?
Yeah, you guys never heard that one? So
I
on
probably
the holidays,
have.
they had special things like they had a Halloween event where if you go into the map, they kind of like Halloween themed, I guess. I never got to see it
Yeah.
Oh, I
myself, but I
see.
heard of it. And I think that
Dude, the
particular one
Halloween
is
event was
for
crazy.
Christmas time. But yeah, honestly cool. Also, there is Mask Walk, which is from Call of Duty Black Ops Rebirth, I guess. That one I
I
don't
don't
know
know
if I've
about that
heard
one.
before that one. I don't
Yeah,
know if
no.
I've heard it. I can't think of the
We
sound of that
can't
one.
forget about the Ultimates Crew Christmas album. We can't forget about that.
Oh yeah, we can't.
Yes, that was
We
a good
can't
one.
forget about that. Let's see
One
here. Where do we leave
Oh,
off?
no, not that one.
GK,
GK
Dead
Revelations
Ended,
was
Ace of
the one.
Spades.
Mm-hmm.
Those
Ace of
two.
Spades isn't original either though. That's another copyrighted
The one
song.
song.
Actually, it's different though.
Is it? Is it not
Yeah.
the original one?
No, it's not
I
the
thought.
original at all.
Recorded.
Huh. Interesting.
Um, was it just a
Oh,
re-recording or?
actually, I almost
Hey,
forgot too.
if
Corpse
they
Flower
were
Rag. That's from Buried.
if they
Wait,
changed
what?
lyrics to alter them thematically, I wouldn't have noticed.
Corpse Flower Rag. That one's from Buried.
Corpse Flower
Black Ops 2.
Rag? What?
Uh-huh.
Wait, there's another Easter egg song on Buried that we forgot about?
That's the one I have pulled up in front of me
It's-
by James McCauley, but maybe it's not officially an Easter egg song. I don't even know. I gotta
It
listen to it. Let me hear it.
weren't there two cut transit songs? Isn't there a Skrillex song?
Was it really?
I don't know.
I I am like
Dang, that's
90%
so
sure
cool.
they had a planned Skrillex song. Which
Oh
just the
yeah,
thought of
you know
that
what?
kind
I
of makes me
think
shudder.
he was just the artist of the music. I actually don't even know.
Here, I'll hold up.
Ghost
Yeah,
Ship
you look
Shanty.
that up.
Yeah,
I'll
these
keep
gotta be
thinking
like
here. So Revelations was the
yeah, it's
gift,
gotta be
obviously, and then we go to BO4. So I don't think Classified had an Easter egg song, did it?
classified. I don't remember one if there was.
Yeah, I don't remember it either.
Floating a light from the shore.
Um,
Cold wind
Blood of the Dead
blows.
is Where We Going Again.
A cold wind blows is also Call of the Dead.
There's one main Easter egg song on Call of the Dead.
I'm looking at it right now by Kevin Sherwood. A cold wind blows from Call of Duty, Call of the Dead.
Is it just the ambience?
I can listen to it real quick. I don't even know. I have all these downloaded. I have all the music. It's just a matter of getting to them. It actually, well, you know what? I think it is the ambience. Yeah.
Yeah, then that
Yeah.
doesn't count.
Okay.
Okay. I never
Okay,
listened
okay.
to it. I just found it.
All right,
Interesting.
in the very first version of Transit on Black Ops 2, they both had the Avenged Sevenfold Carry On and Skrillex, and how you activated them was you hit the teddy bears in reverse order, and then front order would obviously be the other one, and you could
Mhm.
get both songs, but for some reason they cut both of them. I
Really?
this seems like a bait. I'm gonna look into it a little more.
It
That's
definitely
interesting. Two
sounds like a
songs
bait.
getting
You've
cut like
never
that.
had to interact with teddy
With
bears
yeah,
or 115 rocks in a
order.
certain order. You've never had to.
Doesn't sound familiar.
Yeah, it's not.
I will say I am missing some
If
Easter egg songs in
everyone's
certain
vouching
maps,
for
but
this, I guess maybe
Voyage. Wait, isn't Voyage's song "Drowning in Silence" or is it just "Drowning"?
just drowning.
Drowning in
Drowning.
Silence sounds cool though. That's a
That does
dope
not.
Well,
name.
that's the
That does not sound fun.
lyrics. That's the lyrics in it.
Oh, okay.
I'm just used to that phrase because I've seen it on Kevin Sherwood's thumbnails, but like I'm pretty sure the song is just called "Drowning." 9 is Mad Hatter, obviously, and then oh yeah, there's the other song too. I don't know what that one's called though. What is that other song called on that?
9.
Um,
Yeah, see, Black Ops 4, I never did many of the Easter egg songs in that one, unfortunately, so that I'm not as familiar with for those. I should really try to look into that. That is one I've never actually taken the time to look into the Easter egg songs. But we all know Advanced Warfare had the best music.
no, 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 no.
The best music. It still amazes me that we've had many genres in all our games so far. It's crazy to think of.
I'm just gonna keep counting.
I'm looking it up right now. I want to see if 9 actually has.
Mystery from Dead of the Night. Um,
Is there any reason we're going through these?
just because I'm just going through.
Okay. Okay.
God, Black Ops
Sounds
1.
good.
I am the Well from Alpha Omega, Stormbound from Ancient Evil, and then A Light from the Shore, which is tagged or Totem, and then SBO4, BO. So
Oh,
Cold
Mad
War
Hatter
has
is nine
Alone,
song.
Lost, Amoeba,
Amiibo.
and then I think Forsaken's Easter egg song wasn't that Samantha's Ballad?
Mm,
Samantha's
Cement.
Ballad.
yeah.
It was, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I
And
think it
that was the
was.
last Easter egg song, right? Or did we get one in Vanguard?
Nope.
Yeah, that I wouldn't know. I wouldn't know about that
There
one.
were a couple IW songs as well that we missed.
What are the Easter egg songs in IW? Have I ever
So
done?
Oxidate
MW1
Slam,
remix, MW2 remix, 8-bit
remix,
version, um,
Puppet
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 Strings,
That
Black
Strings,
one I do
Black
know.
Cats on the Boulevard, Brachion Boogie, Scattered
Brachyon
Lies,
Boogie.
and
Yeah.
then yeah, that's
That's all
and then
Infinite Warfare though. Brachion
Wait,
Boogie's
and
yeah, he
Infinite.
said IW.
Oh, I'm
yeah,
sorry. I thought you said World. For some reason, I processed that as World
No,
2.
he's definitely said IW.
What about World
and
War
Scatter.
II zombies?
It did have Easter egg songs.
I
I
don't think
have
I've
never
ever done
I've
activated
one.
one.
never heard of an Easter egg song in World
It,
I haven't
I
either.
I think they are just like instrumental ballads that you would hear in the
Are
40s.
they?
I don't think it's anything
Oh,
serious.
you're right.
Oh.
Because yeah, when you fill the souls in the box, the
Carpal, my
music
my
box.
brain immediately just fucking sighed and rolled its collective imaginary eyes the moment I heard him say, "Oh yeah, when you fill the soul box," because
Well, it
it's
was
World War
spelled
II
A.
zombies.
Oh,
Yeah, it's the one pet stepping
Everything
up
is
the
a
soul
soul
bowl.
box in World War
the whole
II.
soul box jump scare every. Wow. Okay.
Yeah, but that little music radio that you fill up, or the record player
Yeah,
that you
yeah, yeah.
fill up, it actually is the Easter egg song that it's playing, supposedly. I don't even know what that is. It was so subtle, I didn't really pick up on it a whole lot, but I've heard that.
Yeah,
Okay.
the
This has
takeaway is that
been identifying
IW
all the Easter egg songs.
IW Easter egg songs are super underrated, and
We
everyone
were
should listen
gonna
to them.
talk about
They
like
are.
weapon attachments and stuff.
Oh
Are we
yeah.
gonna make this the Easter egg
So
music
I'll
Oh
just
segment
I'll
yeah,
too?
just I'll just jump straight to it. I think that rapid fire is a dope attachment that we had in Black Ops 3. I think we had it in Black Ops 4, maybe. Yeah. I think we did.
Yes, yeah, we did.
And then we're also getting it in Black Ops 6. I think that rapid
Mhm.
fire is going to it's gonna give us a KRM. I think we're gonna see another KRM in Black Ops 6. I just think
I think so. It seems to be a pretty common gun, honestly. Um, I would love. I've been working a lot more with like weapon attachments. It's not something I ever got into as much. In fact, I think I found it more annoying because every time you would prestige in a game, you would always have to reset up all your loadouts and stuff. That's one
yeah.
thing I never liked in Black
yeah.
Ops 3 originally. Um, Cold War, I like that you can actually customize it and it kind of just saves. It doesn't go away when you prestige or anything like that. At least not that I'm aware of. But yeah, I kind of think that's been an improvement there. I like that you can add attachments and it shows how it becomes more powerful because of it. That's a nice
Yeah.
thing, which I also feel has been
Yeah,
lacking
like
in
there's
other.
like a stat tracker that shows you the increments.
It's
That's
helpful
huge.
because I don't actually know guns in real life. I don't really know what
Neither do
attachment would
I.
do what.
Neither do
So
I. Yep.
a
I just
little
put
bit
the
of help
attachment
and
on
aid.
that makes it better to use a gun. Like I know not to use
Yeah.
a laser sight on the KRM and BO3, and I
Mhm.
know I need freaking rapid fire on the Man o' War for it to be an actual usable gun.
Yeah. World War II suffered in that too, actually, because you would set up your classes, but then as soon as you prestige and stuff, it'll all get erased again. Then you have to
Yeah,
go through the process of unlocking it all again, and
especially
it's
with
annoying.
how vital some of those abilities are to even just
Exactly.
completing the maps. It is so rough having to level up again. That's why
So
I refuse to prestige
I
again.
I'm actually gonna say this. I actually don't mind having to recustomize my weapons each time prestiging. That's not too big
Mhm.
of a hassle. I already have to do that pretty much any time that I introduce a new mod to Black Ops 3. Like I'll just have
Even with
to
World War
redo
II in mind.
everything. Wait, what?
Even with World War II in mind.
Yeah, even
You
with World
have
War
to
II in
go
mind,
so
the
far
the
in order
attachment
to unlock
system in World
everything
War
again.
II, like I mean, it's probably because that
Okay, Wish.
you have less attachment slots in that game
I
than
would
you have in BO3.
I would like to see you beat the God King with no hand to hand. I would like to see it. I really would.
Okay.
I've done it with
So,
Rorik, and we both collectively downed over 15 times during that boss
so
fight.
okay. So, I I do
Dude, you had
not
me
s-
through
I'm
World
not
War II.
saying I'm not saying that I don't think attachments are worth. I think they absolutely are, and they make the gameplay change. But what I will say is I hate recustomizing my freaking gum packs and their names every time I prestige. That is
Dude, I
super inconvenient, and I hate it. I
at
hate
this
it.
point I literally just change it before I enter a map. I don't have set packs anymore. The second I found out they're just gonna go away,
now,
I'm
now,
like, nah,
Carpal,
not with it.
See, it
why do
just
you
there's no
not
point
care
in
about
doing it,
having
you know?
multiple packs set up in BO3?
Because it takes like, oh no, this is completely different, Waste. Okay, maybe it's not
It
that
depends
different.
on the game. The
Just
one I pick
hold
is
on,
World
hold
War
on.
II.
I want to get an answer from him
Oh,
because I have a
Cla
segue. I have
classic
a segue for
classic
this.
gobblegums
okay.
are a lot less useful than the abilities in World War II, than the specialist abilities. So
Okay.
I can beat I can other than Zetsubo, which you literally need to be a certain level to beat. Um, I can do every Black Ops 3 Easter egg without classics, without needing to unlock them, other than
Mhm.
Zetsubo. In
Okay.
World War II, I will
Yeah,
be
it's doable.
unable to complete certain maps if I'm not leveled up enough. And
So
you could say skill issue, but I think that in some,
No, I agree.
especially in Frozen Dawn's case and like Darkest Shores case, it is too difficult to justify
every
having to.
Cold War
Okay,
Outbreak is like
what did I say
good.
that's confusing?
You
everything
need
that
to
you've just said, I completely agree with. So let me
Okay,
try to rephrase the question. Um, why do you not care as much about having set gum packs?
oh, just cause I don't know, it's not that much of a hassle to switch like 2 or 3, because you're more or less using the same like core 3 gobblegums. You're only usually changing like 1 or 2. Like for example, shadows, you're running if you're doing like a shadows carry, you're running fear. If you're doing DE, you're
I
using like hedge
probably don't
runner.
even run fear anymore for shadows because raindrops is good enough as is.
Yeah, well,
Or
in
fatal
like a normal run,
contraption.
yeah, but
Yeah,
for like a carry, if you're helping someone, it's really helpful to have fear.
that's true. Yeah,
Yeah.
I agree.
Like
Um,
I have
on
a
kill
hot
so
take
rod,
on
it's
that.
idolize.
the reason I bring this up
Okay,
is because
terrified.
as we know, gum packs are going to be much more significant in Black Ops 6 than they are in Black Ops 3.
Oh, I'm gonna
You
have to
see where I'm
learn.
going with this?
Yeah. Hmm.
So imagine you spawn into a game with your loadout being Perkaholic, Raindrops, Wonder Bar, Alchemical
Wonderbar.
Antithesis, and
Okay,
I don't
back
know.
up. What did you just say? Back up. How did
I
you
think I
pronounce? How
pronounced
did you
I
pronounce
heard that
that?
alchemical
too.
weird. Okay, antithesis, sure.
Antithesis. Yeah.
Alchel okay, alchemical antithesis and like killjoy, right? Let's say that you go into a game like that and you're like,
Yeah.
well, I got my wonder weapon. Well, I got my perks. I don't need these gums anymore. So what do I swap them out with? Or can I even swap them out? What if you changed gum packs and the gum pack was identical and it had, I don't know, like Fatal Contraption in there for like a death machine? Add that on, or you tack
Yeah.
on the house to get an extra perk.
I
Go
don't know.
down.
What if
And
you
you're already
changing your
late in the
gum?
game.
Exactly. Just like I'm not following. I'm really not.
The point I'm getting at now, lad, is you're able to change your
points.
gobblegum loadouts mid-game now. That's
Okay,
the whole
and
big thing.
what's the problem you have with it?
No, I don't have. I love it. I love the concept. I'm just asking
really
y'all on
where's
your
he going
thoughts
with this?
because I think it's fucking
Okay.
revolutionary that you can change your
gotcha.
gums mid-game, and if you change your gum pack mid-game, you reset your gum cycle so you can get the same gum 2 times in a row without having to spin the machine 5 frickin' times. I think it's huge.
That is
Maybe this is the
honestly. I
speedrunner in
thought that
me
was such a
shouting out right now,
cool.
but like they mentioned
No, it
this
was
in
a
the
cool
blog
thing.
post ages ago, and it just music to my ears. Like you're just improving the gobblegum system and giving the player more control over it. I think it's gonna
It's
make
great.
BO6 amazing.
I
Wait,
just worry
so
that it might be a little much for the player. I don't know. It's like everything will become too easy. Like if you got your perk, as you were saying, like Perkaholic,
Yeah.
the gobblegum that gives you a wonder weapon and everything. I just worry that maybe it's gonna make everything too easy. I don't know. It takes a lot of that mystery and challenge out of it as well, a little bit. But I do like it. I like that you can choose that, and it's probably going to be difficult to procure those particular gobblegums, so it won't be an easy thing. But go
Yeah.
ahead, Carpal. Sorry, I cut you off there a little bit.
oh wow, what was I saying?
I'm sorry.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Did we kill the train of thought?
Uh-oh. Oh, no, no,
Does
no,
this
no.
gives me
Oh,
my
yeah,
hot take
so
moment? No.
Oh, he's
do
got it.
do
He's got it.
you think that
No.
that if you swap a gobblegum in your pack, or if you swap a pack entirely, do you think it's going to reset your gum cycle or just replace that one in the cycle?
So I will answer. Okay, so first of all, we don't know if you can actually edit your current gum pack. We don't
Yeah,
know
but
that.
like
We
like
do
what if?
know for a fact. We do know that if you change to a different gum pack mid-game, it will reset your cycle. I believe that was confirmed in the blog post that we originally got for BO6 Zombies.
Sure,
Because it adapts to the new gum pack cycle.
I gotcha. Yeah, that is going to be interesting, honestly.
Like
But I'm looking
just
forward
think
to it.
of the potential.
Yeah, yeah, and I
Just think about getting like 2 extra credits in a row. Like,
that would
Ooh,
be nice.
bro, that's just
2 round robins in a row.
two round robin, dude. Oh my god, they better
If
not
you
bring
put
round
up
robin
like
back. They better not.
give yourself a double points and also like the money one that gives you like what was it 500 points each money drop that you have. I think
Oh,
both
like
of those are
extra
coming
credit
back.
and who's keeping
You could
score.
then just use them together to get like a ton of money.
So
Yeah.
I'll do you one better. Extra
Mhm.
credit in raindrops. There you
And
go.
raindrops.
Yep. I mean, let's be honest. Who's keeping score is a trash tier gobblegum. Why would you ever use it?
I use that one.
Why? Why not use
Hey, if I'm taking the right
raindrops? It's
one,
better.
it's isn't that the one that gives you the points, right?
Raindrops gives you
Yeah.
every drop in the game. Who's
Yeah.
keeping score gives you a double
A
points.
ton of oh, wait, no, not the double points. No, I'm thinking the other one, the one that drops you like a
Extra
bunch of
credit.
money.
Yeah,
What is
yeah,
that one?
yeah.
Extra credit, yeah.
So think
So, yeah.
of it like this. You spin the gum, you get raindrops, and then you pop one charge. I really hope that they don't give us just one charge because BO3 you had 2, but let's just say for sake of example, they only give you one charge. You pop it, and then you pick up extra credit from spinning the gum again. You grab the double points, and then in the time lapse that the double points exists, you grab the bonus points from the raindrops, and then you pop all your extra credits. Or if it's just one extra
Oh,
credit
oh yeah, I see what you're saying.
to get the extra, like,
Yeah, that
Who's
works.
keeping score is it's
Fine.
it's useless if you have raindrops. It's literally useless.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I get what you're saying now.
But yeah, I think
Also,
the gun is
Also,
gonna
my
be huge.
hot
Also,
take.
yeah.
I have a hot take for you on the
hot
loadouts as we
take
were speaking on.
incoming.
I
All
wanted to
right.
just say I originally agreed very much with Carpel's comment that he was saying about like he doesn't find it's worth it like going through and like working on all the attachments and stuff to the weapon. At least that I thought that's what you were getting at originally. Um
Yeah.
but yeah, and depending on the game, like now in like Cold War, I don't find that issue. But like World War II especially, that one annoyed me so much because you say like you were grinding quite a bit, you got to a certain level in one particular prestige, and you can then add all your attachments to your weapon. So you go and you do that. You add all the attachments, which takes some time and it's not the most efficient system of adding all the attachments. But then you then go and prestige again, everything gets locked up again. All the weapon attachments, everything gets locked up. You have to unlock it again and you have to get close to prestiging once more in order to then be able to put all the attachments that you want on there, or at least have all of them unlocked. And I
Right.
don't know, it's like there's a point where it got to like why am I bothering with this? Yeah, sure it helps, but I have to keep doing this over and over and over again, and the whole process of doing this with every weapon is just painfully annoying.
So
So
I think I would
I
agree
hated it.
with you, but I think it's probably a good idea to remind yourself when you use weapons like that in the sandbox, just their
Mhm.
pure power without augments or attachments or pack-a-punch or perks. I think
Yeah.
I think that there is a bit of a learning curve and a skill gap there that the player gets put through when you go through the prestiging system.
Yeah.
I'm not sure how I'm gonna feel about it because I'll probably be
It's like,
disappointed. Like,
yeah, you can put
I
the
just got
I feel
rapid
like if you're
fire
good
on the
enough, you
shotgun
don't
and
need
I
it.
can't use any, bro. I just pressed one button to prestige and my entire day is now ruined.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
I honestly have no problem with it in any other game other than, as we've mentioned like 4 times, World War II. To
Yeah,
to even have for me to even have a fighting chance of completing some of these maps, I have to level up like 20 levels.
Mhm.
It's super rough. And like, because World War II, as you probably know, is has some of the most bullshit zombie types in all of
yeah,
zombies.
yeah. It does.
Yeah.
Like like the what do they call it? The spider guys? The spider guys
Uh,
The
yeah, what is
the
the name of it?
whistlings.
Not the
well,
Whistlers,
the
no.
Whistlings are
No,
one of them,
those are the
but
big
on
guys.
every single map, there are zombies that can outrun you and
Yeah,
can
the
two-shot
fast
you
ones.
on every single map.
Yep.
So unless you
They are
have a
brutal, and
certain
they're so
variant to
quick.
counter that, you can't do anything but die. There is nothing you can do.
Yeah. Yeah,
It's
they're
just,
annoying.
it
That's
it
why
is
I
just
hate the Darkest Shores Easter eggs so
yeah,
much,
yeah,
because they are just the worst.
Yeah,
because there are some things about World War II that I absolutely love, like the quest design, like the puzzles, but
Mhm.
I
Yeah.
dude, it just the, just I think it just boils down to the zombie types. It's terrible. It's
Yeah.
actually
No, I
terrible.
agree with that.
how to
Yeah,
do
them
zombie
especially.
types bad.
Yeah, mhm.
Example: World War II.
Yep. Yeah, no,
Actually,
honestly,
speaking
they were
about the
terrible.
topic of zombie types, I actually want to focus on a very, very niche type of zombie, specifically airborne entities. So, like the parasites.
Like the flies and okay,
Yeah, the
yeah.
I like
flies.
it. I like them. It
How do
spices it up.
we how do we feel?
I
I
don't
like
mind
it.
them
I like
Putting
an
being
air
glorified.
search.
aside the annoyance of they will always on Shadows of Evil, they will always fly to the location where you last ended the bug round, and then they despawn, and then they turn to zombies again.
Period.
Like minus that,
Mhm.
right? Just them as an enemy. How
I
do we feel?
The first time I played as a new player, it was difficult to really cope with that because when all of them are shooting at you at once because they are shooting stuff at you,
Yeah.
which most zombies can't do, That was a challenge. But now I don't really feel it much as a challenge. Now I've learned that you need to keep moving and not stand in one place. It really does change it a bit. So I feel like they're not as hard of an enemy as they once were. It's the shooting thing that's something that shoots back at you in the environment. And I'm gonna use the example of like Advanced Warfare. They would have on Carrier those troops. I can't remember what they were actually called, but the people trying to blow up the ship, and you had to go and deactivate the bombs on the ship before they blew up with these people shooting at you. I don't like it when in a zombie mode where something really shoots back at you. I don't like that as much. But the
So
pests
you would not
weren't
like Modern Warfare
bad.
zombies. Gotcha. Gotcha. Mercenaries
Is
go
there a lot
crazy.
of that? Yeah.
Yes, there is a lot of that.
Yeah,
Yeah, I like
Manglers.
stuff
How many times have we used manglers in zombies and they are a ranged
a lot,
enemy
yeah.
type?
Yeah,
Abominations, ranged enemy type. Mimics, ranged enemy type.
it depends how much it's used, I think. That's a big factor for me. If it's overused a lot, then yeah, too much is too much, and that thing gets really annoying.
Do you think that
Um,
we've had too many manglers?
yeah,
yeah,
just
for
a bit.
sure.
Just a bit, yeah.
I agree. I think we have too
Manglers
many
in GTA
manglers.
are worthless now. They're no longer special.
Yeah, no, I agree with that. The thing I was actually thinking back to is Sker Ritual. You when particular maps that you're playing, and I'm thinking back to the one I actually did like, but to the sewer map, the
Oh
uh
Jesus,
Sewers
no,
of the
not
Dead.
this again. Please,
Dude,
how
please, not
many
dude.
that.
things shoot at you, not just zombies in the environment. You have things that spit acid at you. You have the what was the other ones?
The
The like
demon
phantom ones.
hags?
Yeah, yeah. There's just tons of stuff shooting things at you, and it's annoying. And it's every round, and that's where it's the case where I feel like it's too much is too much, you know? Like
Yeah.
in Cold War, we would get special enemies like the Manglers and stuff. Although, yeah, they do show up a lot, especially in Outbreak. But yeah,
Orda,
it's just
manglers, mimics, megatons.
all of it.
About
Yeah, too many
Tempests.
things
Oh
is
my
too
god, I
much.
forgot about
Tempest,
Tempests.
yeah,
The
Tempests are the worst,
Krasny
by the way.
Soldat. Oh my god.
Not only all that, guys. Not only all that, the zombies can throw stuff at you.
Oh yeah, I
Yeah, I
don't like that
forgot
too
about that.
either.
If you jump at an ammo cache, the zombies will just throw a fucking
Like
Also,
shit
when you
ball
come
or
down with the
meatball or
shit ball
parachute,
or
something. Yeah.
meatball. Yeah, they'll
sometimes it
be like,
glitches out and they
"Well,
think
you
there's stuff
got up
somewhere.
there. You got on top of the ammo cache. I mean, hey,
Congratulations, we're gonna
we
throw
can't hit
stuff at you.
you, but we're gonna throw stuff at you now." It's
And it
like,
does so
stand
much
here
damage.
for Rotten Tomatoes. It's like, bruh.
Dude, it's not
Oh.
Rotten Tomatoes. They don't know how to break it to you. It's far worse.
I would
uh,
much rather Rotten Tomato.
yeah, I think so too. But yeah, yeah, it's a lot of projectiles, honestly. So too much is too much. I think that's more where it sits for me. The pest round on Shadows of Evil, I think it's manageable. It doesn't happen every round. It's like every other round
The
until you
the
start
pest
getting a
route on
fire.
Shadows of
But
Evil, especially what I've learned as of lately about that map, it is so fucking easy to manage a pest round. It's so easy.
yeah, see, it's not that bad now.
The
It's
spawn manipulation that you can do for those things. Like, have you? I you probably haven't seen this, but um I think it's the 4-player Easter egg speed run of like no gobblegums whatsoever, and you can just see, oh, it's a bug round. So you know that entrance to like the Pack-a-Punch room. So what
yeah,
people do is they all huddle up in the corner of that entrance, because it's kind of like a mine shaft or like a tram relay, and they just
sure,
all
yeah.
huddle up in this corner, and all the flies spawn in front of them, and they just throw nades at the ground. And the round
Oh,
is over in like 15 seconds.
I've never seen
And it's
anybody do
just
that.
a
That's
it's just
interesting.
a firework barrage of parasites falling.
That's actually not the worst idea. That actually would work.
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah, I've never seen anyone try that. Yeah,
You
but
know.
see, I feel like that's more manageable, and it only comes
Yeah.
like one round until you get higher up. Then you start getting some of them mixed in, which I feel
Yeah.
is going to be the case with Black Ops 6 here, because it looked like
Yeah.
ever so
I
often they're just
think that
going to
the
burst
the
out of a
origin
zombie or
of the
something.
bugs is like they
Yeah,
gestate from the vermin that come directly from the zombies. It's like, you know
yeah,
how the transformations of zombies were for Catalyst zombies in the Chaos storyline? They're
oof,
taking a
yeah.
new spin on things and they're creating completely different kinds of enemy types instead of elemental zombies.
What are our thoughts on the Catalyst zombies? Oof. Oh man,
It
that's
it,
one
it
where I
uh,
don't
they're
know how I
fine.
feel
I
about that
mean,
one.
I mean, I'll say this much. The water catalyst zombie just proves why they did not belong in BO4. It just
They run
proved.
away from you, man. It sucks.
I hate water zombies, bro.
It,
I don't know. That
I
one got
hate
a
to
little
keep
annoying
bringing
in
this
different
up,
ways.
but
Go ahead.
But
everyone when they reference why they dislike exo zombies, they always bring up EMZs. But like at
It's a
least you
good
can get
challenge.
away from them. Like you
Yeah.
can't get away from the boss zombies in World War II. You can't do anything.
No.
You literally can do nothing.
Yeah, no, I never
It's
had much trouble with like EMZs. I thought it was a good decent challenge. Sure you do get a lot of them sometimes and that can be a little bit rough. But
like
no, I
I don't have enough experience dealing with EMZs to really have
it's
a word in
really
this,
not
but
that
yeah.
bad. You are very easily able to maneuver around them if you do like if you are good at the movement of exo
yeah.
zombies. But there is nothing you can do about World War II. Even like Rorik, who is like the best World War II player I know, is just like, yeah, just give up at that point. There's nothing you can do.
Yeah. No, I agree honestly. It's
Unless you have like the specialist that I was talking about earlier.
hmm. Even in EMZ, they make the EMC zombies, they make them bright blues so you can easily spot them too, which is really
Hmm.
helpful. And
Avoid
that
the
helps out a
bright
lot.
colors. That's like the
Yeah.
number one rule
Avoid
of
the
nature.
You
bright
know to really
colors.
try to
That's the number
avoid the
one
blue
rule of
if
Dang,
nature.
possible.
avoiding bright colors. I that's uh that's an
Good note
interesting
for
direction for COD. That's a very interesting
good
direction
note
for
for them,
COD.
yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they would never make the boss zombies a bright, colorful green or a bright,
Oh,
a
I
bright,
almost
colorful
I
forgot
actually
blue.
that
think that
the
the Megaton design is actually dope as hell.
I do.
Oh
I
yeah,
love the
that
Megaton
is.
design.
That they're actually a really cool enemy. Although tough, but good. Yeah. I was
Oh,
forgot. I was
another
gonna
thing
mention.
about World War II boss zombies is you
Uh-huh.
sometimes cannot tell them apart from the regular zombies in a horde. So
Oh yeah,
you
yeah,
will
yeah.
rush by the horde and get a random slap from
Whistler or
a
something.
whatever a whistling, a random whistling
Yeah.
slap that does 2/3 of your health out of nowhere, and there's nothing you can do about it because it's literally faster than anything else in the entire game.
Yeah, sometimes it's just life or death in that moment.
It is
Yeah.
like
Yeah, I agree with that
if you
actually.
can't
Yeah,
tell,
to make
I
sure
really
they're
don't like World War
noticeable.
II boss zombies. If you can't tell,
I think I'm picking up on that.
I don't enjoy the
I can
gameplay
agree.
loop of World War II zombies in general, so I'm gonna have to agree with. Yeah.
We
what a
were
missed
talking on
opportunity of
Black
a
Ops
game.
4 though. Those enemies were tough though too. Like the what is the
The
big
Blight
one that spawns?
Father.
Light Fathers. Oh, those things are rough unless you have your
Unless you
ultimate
have the
ability,
effing what's it called?
Force
The
Hammer. I don't know.
no. I
Unless you have
mean,
that.
if you're gonna use a specialist weapon, you may as well use Viper or Scepter. But no. The Helion Salvo. I was gonna say if you have that, it's like
Oh,
it's not
yeah.
even a fucking challenge.
I never used that one, so maybe that's why I always
You've
remember it being
never
so
used the
rough.
Helion Salvo?
No, it's never been my go-to.
That
I
is
always
the
did
first
like
thing
the
you should
hammer
do the next time you play BO4 Zombies is get that gun and just use it.
And live.
and
Well,
live.
yeah,
Just
and
live.
probably buy a PhD later.
Okay, I'll have to try that
Oh
then.
yeah.
It is
Yeah,
the most overpowered weapon in all of BO4.
interesting. I'll have to try that. I guess I know for like standard weapons, I always loved the Hades. Hades was always my number one favorite.
Hades is a very good LMG.
It's a good gun. I like that one. But no, I was actually going to
But
get
it
in
doesn't have
topic. We
infinite
talked
damage.
about it
It
before
yeah.
we got into the
The
discussion here,
a max
but
packed Hellion can
it's
kill past health cap, so it's the go-to. Like it's not
what
even
is
close.
what is your thoughts on like having an attachment that goes on your weapon, like an ultimate attachment? Since we're talking about Black Ops 4, and this was
Oh.
something I brought up earlier before we started the
Um,
podcast, but
so
um,
I'm trying to
what
think
are your
of
thoughts on
something that
that?
I can reference this to. So you mean like an ultimate attachment? So you know how like you can apply like certain attachment mods to weapons once they get in certain level in BO4, like the stiletto knife on the Strife?
Yeah, yeah, kind of like that. Yeah, yeah,
I think
that's
that's a
exactly
really
what I'm
dope
referring to.
idea if they can
I thought
execute
so
like
too.
interesting concepts. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, I
that's what he
like
means.
working
I thought he
towards
meant
it.
in game, like you can unlock attachments in game,
No, no,
like in
no.
IW,
No, the one I always think of
Oh,
is the
like
head splitter
the
that was for
like the
like the
arcade
exquisite
court. Yeah,
bar.
the
no.
Yeah.
revolver in Black Ops 4. There was an attachment that made all your headshots a lot more effective and everything. And yeah, as you
Yeah.
said, adding the knife to the starting pistol there, the Strife.
Right,
That
which
yeah,
is
exactly.
it's a
I love
useless
that.
concept in Cold War and BO6 because I'm spawning it with a melee weapon. I'm spawning it with a Bowie knife, and one shot still round 9
True though. True though.
or
Yes.
13, whatever the number
I
is.
I did like that. I thought that was a cool way of going. I like that you could do that. You had something to
I
work towards in your
absolutely
loadouts.
despise the fact that the Bowie knife is just given to you and there's no way to purchase it. Like there's no sense of progression there at all. Like once you get it,
Uh-huh.
you can't ever lose it. That's
Yeah.
I don't like how it just it's literally the first 9 or 13 rounds are just easy because you have a free point. Like there, it's just
Which game are you referring to?
well, I'm technically more referring to Cold War, but I'm
Cold
also
War. Okay.
referring to Black Ops 6. Because
Oh, okay,
if you
okay.
get the certain skill for the Bowie knife in Cold War, you just spawn in with a Bowie knife. And then in Black Ops 6,
Huh.
you don't have to upgrade a skill. You can customize a dedicated melee slot in zombies, and then you just hold your melee weapon or your melee button to pull it out, and then the melee hit there just one hit zombies until the same round.
I I don't know about Bowie knife in Cold War, but I always had like a knife that you could just use all the time.
Yeah,
Um,
that's the
oh, is
Bowie
that
knife.
is what you're referring to? Okay, it
Yeah.
didn't look like a
Was
Bowie knife
you
to
if
me.
you
I
upgrade your melee, you literally
Personally.
spawn in with a Bowie knife. So
Yeah.
there's you don't buy it in game.
There's no way to
okay.
buy a Bowie knife also in Cold War. You just have to get
Yeah,
it through skills,
yeah,
which
I
I
know
think is
that.
a horrible
Okay,
idea.
huh? I guess
Yes,
I didn't
dude, the whole
realize it was a
skill
Bowie
system
knife.
I really don't like either. I would rather everything be done in game, like upgrades.
The only no, I'll say this. I'll say this. The only thing that I think really popped off with skills was perks,
Taser and pulse.
ammo mods, and field upgrades.
Yeah.
Like Ring of Fire field upgrades are absolutely goaded. Perk upgrades, Mule Kick, the fact that you have discounts on you like if you craft one tactical, you get another one free, or like a mulligan effect. You use a Casimir, you could get like a freebie. Like it won't actually consume one of your Casimirs. Like it's it's this like these certain niche departments of skills on these perks that just make them sought after for the gameplay. But like yeah, like for the weapons, right? The main bulk of the
Mhm.
sandbox, they didn't cook with it at all.
And like the
Like,
weapons already have
it's like Cold
attachments.
War
It was
wants you to use a loadout weapon more than spinning the box.
mhm.
I don't like that about modern. No incentive to spin the box anymore. Isn't.
Exactly. That sucks.
MWZ,
And
spawn in with a flawless crystal and a legendary tool. Yeah, I'm done.
if there were
Don't need to
more
spin the
wonder
box.
weapons like in Black Ops 3, where they had like you could get the thunder gun, the ray gun,
Yeah.
the Wonder Waff and stuff, it gives a person more reason to hit the box because they
I
want to
like
get this unique wonder weapon, you know?
how does Treyarch not realize how addicting gambling is right now? Come on.
Yeah, no, it's very true actually. Yeah, you make a good point. Yeah, it's like that's why I found like as I was mentioning to you guys, I did this run of Cold War with this guy that had a modded loadout of the wonder weapons. To be able to use
Yeah.
the wonder weapons in a map that they weren't intended for, it was so fun. I absolutely love that. That was so cool. Having the Cerberus on like Die Machine was dope. And if I had the option of getting that out of the box, that would have been so cool. Like if you unlocked it could be like maybe you have to complete the Easter egg to have that in the box then to get it later. I'm fine with that.
Bro, penthouse
But
Yeah,
strat with the Cerberus, dude, that's gotta go hard, bro. Holy
uh-huh.
gotta go
crap.
hard. Yeah, I think the
Fun
only
stuff.
game that's like carried
Wow.
over map specific wonder weapons is Sker Ritual. It's kind of
Yeah,
funny.
100% Skill
Actually,
Ritual.
yeah.
Because they added the new weapons or the new wonder weapon from the new map, and it's just it's in Lucky on all the maps.
Hmm. Yeah.
Lucky.
No,
It's
yeah, it seems like
funny.
stuff like
It's
that.
funny. They add the corpse grinder wonder weapon to the game, and I immediately get a comment on my top 5 wonder weapons video for Sker Ritual, and it's just someone saying, "Where's the corpse grinder?" And I'm like, so.
Dang, dude. Yeah, see,
Yeah.
like these are just a few guys that made that game, and yet they are putting the exact things that are people are passionate about in the games. I'm surprised Treyarch just doesn't always see this stuff, but I feel like
Yeah,
they
They
might be noticing some
they
things.
play to push zombies mode in multiple directions, which I think is both amazing and terrifying at the same.
and and
To try new
like
things, yeah. But
they don't have
careful.
Sker Ritual doesn't have the polish that that a COD game
No,
has, so
Yeah,
there are
absolutely.
that's understandable,
a
you
lot of
know.
issues that can even make it unplayable sometimes.
Or
So I mean, if
or
they
like the movement and the geo
movement,
that lets you reach
yeah,
outside the map. Oh my god, bro! I remember doing like Lavernock speedruns, and like you can like jump outside the map, and you can like glitch through the like surfaces and get into the final boss room on round 1
Uh-huh.
with the starter pistol, or like
Ooh.
the C Rigoti, or the D Rigoti, whatever it is, however it's pronounced. I think it's the C Rigoti, and you just kill him so fast because the boss's health is scaled from the round, and then it's just like GG.
Oh. Oh, sure enough. Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah, that's how I found out that his health scales from the round. It's not like a static boss fight like how
Okay, I
IW
thought it was gonna
works.
be really brutal.
Yeah, no, it's yeah.
Interesting.
When you break the game and you get in there before you're intended to, yeah,
Yeah. Well, I mean,
it
it's
just exposes
understandable
it.
for that kind of stuff because it was just made by like what three developers
Literally
originally or
5
something like that,
devs.
and
five
five
Literally
devs.
5
devs.
devs. Yeah.
So
Have you
yeah,
been in
there
the
be must some
Discord and like
mistakes, but
talk to the devs in the Discord?
oh, what about talking to the devs in
Yes and
this
no.
Discord? What's that?
So no,
There's
okay.
a
Cool,
Discord for
cool.
Whales Interactive where you can just talk to them about Skur Ritual.
You can file complaints and yeah.
Yeah.
It's super
I
neat.
give them a
Like
lot of credit though.
they have the right mindset and they have the right ideas. They just don't have enough people.
Yeah.
They don't have enough resources. I don't know.
Yeah, but what they have
I
is
feel like
honestly
if they were
really
hired at
cool, you
Treyarch,
know?
we would have been
I
so
will say one thing. The I the
He's
perk
lagging
the
again.
perk pricing, the perk pricing for all the perks, it is relative
Work.
to like the tier upgrade that you give the perk, or it's like
Mhm.
how like its actual cost itself. I don't actually remember. Does the
Hmm.
price of it scale based off of how many perks you buy? I forget.
No,
I just
it's
know that
you.
I know that the
Ooh, yeah, no.
supercharger system has 3 tiers of pack. I'm like, this is literally modern zombies. What's going on here?
Yeah,
Hmm.
yeah, for yeah.
I am actually really curious to see what Modern Warfare Zombies is like, because the more you guys talk about it, it sounds like some very interesting things in there.
I've played it
I
once and didn't like it.
Not
Don't ask
lad,
me.
I
it
don't
is
like
an
the
experience that you
multiplayer
go
feel.
in, you try everything once, and like there's no incentive to come back.
See, that's what I feel with a lot of, especially when they're like multiplayer maps. Like Outbreak, I
It's
never want to touch
literally a
Outbreak
Warzone
again.
map.
It
90%
I
of the
is.
gameplay, or
so
maybe you argue like 65% of the gameplay is on Urzikstan, and then the other like 35% of the entire thing is just you're in like special zones in the Dark Ether. But those zones in the Dark Ether are literally parts of El Mazrah, and it's like,
what was that sound?
it was the sound of reused assets at its
Mm,
worst.
all right, cool. I from the looks of it, it doesn't look like something I would like right off the bat. As I was saying, I didn't like Outbreak just because it's too much multiplayer esque to me. Big, huge maps that you have to run around, and there's nothing very eye catching about anything necessarily. It's just towns, areas. I don't know. I don't like that, and it looked like modern
The
Warfare
only
3
thing
zombies is
that
kind
you
of
would
like that
find that's
too.
eye-catching as you drive by on like Alpine in like Outbreak, you find a stray chest, you find a stray HVT, or you find some stray
Okay.
essence. And it's like, "Oh, I want to use this jump pad and have fun flying around and grab
Mm,
essence while I'm doing it." Like that's it.
mhm.
Everything else is just,
I
dude, it's
don't
a
know. It just
multiplayer map. Like
yeah.
literally.
Easter egg for that too just really made me hate that Easter egg so much because it takes so long to get to that Easter egg. I don't like that. I really don't like that, you know. Yeah, that was a horrible one, honestly. And I appreciate that they're trying things like I give a lot of credit to the studio for trying bold new changes. Like we've had a lot of unique different zombie themes. Like exo zombies isn't the same as World War II zombies, and World War II isn't the same as Cold War, and stuff like that. Each one has a different feel. And I like the uniqueness of all of them. And I appreciate that they're trying new things. It's just I feel for one they need to listen to their communities a little bit more to understand what it is that people like and what they don't, and then also just
Right.
I don't know,
I
just
don't
staying
think
away from the
that's
multiplayer
necessarily
stuff.
I don't think that's necessarily Treyarch's fault as it is the fault of Activision, who are more focused on making the game more appealing to a wider audience rather than to
Yeah.
the audience it
Yeah,
already has.
to the audio. Yeah,
Which
that's true.
I get from a marketing perspective, but as like a zombies fan, it's pretty lame.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
It's
that's why
very
I feel
lame.
like they are trying to sell to like a multiplayer type audience. When the person I heard mention that is like that makes sense to me because if their goal is to draw those people in, then yeah, you want to use something that they're familiar with, which would be these kind of types of maps. But I still feel like Liberty Falls has more to it that we're just not allowed to see yet.
Oh,
I'm
100%.
hoping. I'm
100%.
really
There must
hoping.
be. Yeah.
I think maybe there's a whole downstairs area that's just going to be cool in some way. So I just don't know, but I'm hopeful. I'm hoping that that's the
Indeed.
case,
Yeah.
but we'll see, man. Ugh.
No, I think it's I think it's a much better strategy to to try and cater to the fans you already have rather than scare them off with
Yeah, exactly. When
with
you
new
have a
things
group, you
to
want to keep it, you know?
yeah.
It's like if for like my streams, if I get like a fan base of some sort, I want to play games that they're interested in. I don't want to alienate them, you know? It's like it's kind of the same thing for that too. So you listen to your community, you hear what they like, you hear what they want to see, and you try to implement it, you know? And I feel like it's lacking a little bit for Activision and those different crews. Um and I'm really impressed when a studio will listen to its audience. One of those audiences, Helldivers 2. They did a bunch of changes to their games. They added a bunch of buffs, or they nerfed a bunch of stuff. And the community did not like that. They nerfed some weapons and some enemies and things like that. And the community got so upset about that. But this is one occasion where they actually listened, and so they went back
Uh-huh.
and they worked on changing that, or they're going to. At least that's what I heard. So,
It's like the Sonic movie where they completely redesigned it.
dude, yeah,
Yeah.
great example of that. Yeah. So it's important to listen to your audience. You know, their opinions do matter because that's what you're selling your stuff to. Those are the people that will pretty much follow you to the end. You know, so yeah. I really applaud when a studio listens, and I haven't seen that in the zombie field as much. Except Black Ops 6 has promise. They did listen on a few things, so I'm hopeful that it's good. I
We
just
got to
am.
see an interview of John and Kevin Sherwood, or I'm sorry, not Kevin Sherwood,
Kevin Drew.
Kevin Drew, the other Kevin, the
Yeah,
other Kevin.
So many
Yeah,
Kevins.
they had a nice
Batman.
interview and talking about
Yeah.
some great stuff,
and the
and
Kevin
that's
squad,
great. It's awesome.
the cool Kevins.
Yeah, all the Kevins.
Evans.
Yeah, I like that they're trying to make sure that it's gonna fit for many players. I know they're adding like the easy mode and stuff that's gonna guide a person through playing the
I
game, which
okay. Uh, are
I don't know
are
if I
you
like
guys
that,
gonna
but
play the guided mode even after you
no,
know
no.
the
No, of
egg? Are
course
you gonna
not.
try it?
Oh
Of
no,
course
no. I
not.
still like the
No.
mystery of figuring it out.
I'm clearly not the intended person to do that. I don't know why I
No.
would do that.
It
Interesting.
I guess the only reason is if I really got stuck on something, like I couldn't figure it out myself, because we've had some very obscure
Okay.
steps, but by
Okay.
that
Maybe
time, we would have
maybe I
secretly
should make
outsmarted it, you
myself
know?
a little bit more clear.
What do you mean?
After you guys obviously learned the egg,
Oh,
would you give it a
I don't know
try?
why I
I don't
would
think I'd
unless
need
there's
to,
like an
no.
alternate reason to do that.
I mean,
Other
yeah,
other
I
than
mean, once you
'cause
know
I
it,
don't
you
care. I
don't
don't
need it,
care about
right?
calling cards. I
Okay. Okay. Fair
Because it
enough. Fair
doesn't
enough.
benefit you in any other ways, right? Just,
not
like,
other than
it
like
just
cosmetics. No.
hmm. Yeah, I can't imagine why I would. If I know the Easter egg, then I don't have a need for it, you know? That's
Right.
just not it.
Yeah.
That
Well,
is
Yeah.
okay.
for brand new players or children. That's who
Yeah.
that's for.
Yeah, for people that don't like watch the popular YouTubers or are not good at like doing YouTube steps, at least it makes it easier for them to learn it, I guess. But I found joy, although maybe there was a time in my life where that would have been nice to have. I've actually found a lot more joy in figuring it out myself. And I really like that because I feel like, you know what? I did it. I figured this out all on my own, got the steps, I did it myself, I completed the Easter egg. I
Yeah.
feel good about this, you know, and it's a good feeling because you work towards it, you put in the effort, you know, and that gets lost if you're handheld through the whole thing. But I've also had good experiences with people that have also known the whole Easter eggs, and I went in and played a map that I had no idea how to do it, and they basically carried my ass through the whole thing. You know, there's something kind of fun about that too in some respects, but I think it's more rewarding to figure it out on your own.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
It is reaching that time, fellas, where we unfortunately
Yep. Carpal's
gonna
going to
have
do
to
our
end
outro
this.
for us.
Yep.
What you got? What you got, buddy?
Video over. Everyone leave.
Well, you
Dang,
know what?
just
I
like
can't
that.
complain with that. That wasn't that bad, honestly.
Hey, quick and to the
Straight to
point.
the
Quick and to
point.
the point.
It is, yeah, exactly. So you heard the man. Get out of here. Shoot, get. What are you doing here?
Go to bed.
Go to bed. What are you
You have to
doing?
go to class. Go to bed.
Sleep. Yes. Well, not bad.